You've got the popcorn bowl right there.
Yeah, well, and it'll make its appearance.
Okay,
shortly.
and this is made from the popcorn maker you received.
Yes.
For winning one prize on Master Key.
But again, we'll talk about that. Let me get to that.
No.
Well,
I'm
the
just explaining.
The more you explain,
right,
the less,
I don't want to set it up.
The shorter this gets.
But all I know is it's the 49-year anniversary tomorrow of The Price is Right debuting and coming into our lives to enlighten our lives and try and let you know how much things cost and whether you know the price of things. Making a game out of pricing items. Who'd have thought?
Genius.
Unbelievable. Bob Barker, come on down, contestants row. Oh, my gosh. And that is the setup of the first ever TJ's, what do you want to call it? TJ's Top 5?
Well, TJ's Top 5, or as you call it, TJ's.
Well, if we call it TJ's Big Ass Grab Bag, nobody knows how many that is. I don't know if that's the proper.
No, that is the proper name. That's what we're going with.
I don't even know what music we can make for it, but what is the subject matter? I hand it off to you as to what the subject matter of your 5 is, your list of 5.
Let's do this. So TJ's Top 5, people, it's just going to be random things that I like. It could be sports related, entertainment, movies, music.
Okay.
Today, because as you said, Price is Right's anniversary is tomorrow.
Yep.
So I decided to come up with TJ's top 5 favorite game shows.
Okay.
Of all time. Okay.
And now, is this in any order or what?
Well, Rich, sometimes TJ's top 5 will be in the order that I'm like, this is the absolute best.
Okay.
Sometimes it'll just be like, I like these 5 things and I'm just going to give it to you.
Okay.
This kind of in the order, I'd say.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
All right, so I'm an MTV kid. Grew up in the MTV generation like a lot of you when they actually played music videos. So I want to sing you a little song and see if you know what this is all about.
Careful.
Kenny wasn't like the other kids. TV mattered. Nothing else did. Girls said yes, but he said no. Now he's got his own game show. If you're familiar with that, then you know Remote Control from MTV. That was the move. I'd come home from school.
Yeah, Ken
We'd
Ober.
be in Ken Ober's basement, and you have lazy boy chairs. And you come.
Kimmel on that? Didn't Kimmel get a start on that?
No. But I'll tell you who did. You're going to come out in your lazy boy seats, and it's Kenny Ober's. You're playing pop culture games, and you're getting snacks mid show, and it helped start up the careers of Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Let's see, Colin Quinn, Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
They all kind of got started on MTV's Remote Control along with the hostesses, Kari Wooer and Marisol Massey and my buddy Alicia Coppola.
Great call.
I loved Remote Control, and I always wanted to be a contestant on it. So if MTV brings it back or Peacock brings it back, hit me up. I want to be a part of this.
All right.
Number 4. Number 4 is a game that will simultaneously make you feel smart and stupid at the same time. What I'm talking about is Jeopardy. Okay. I love Jeopardy. I'm a huge Jeopardy fan. It really helped with knowledge. As growing up, you sit there, you watch Jeopardy, you learn about stuff that you never knew about. And by the way, if you ever happen to run into Ashton Kutcher, you see him at Starbucks or at the gym, or you tweet him, ask him amongst his friends group, who's the Jeopardy GOAT? And if Ashton's going to be honest with you, and I'm looking at you right now, Kutcher, if he's going to be honest, he's going to say, my boy TJ. I'm real nice in Jeopardy. But again, it makes me feel dumb as much as it makes me feel smart. So we got that.
I got to jump in here real quick. Did you bust an entire stick of butter on top of all this? Or
There's a lot of butter on there.
No,
my God.
Just a couple slabs of butter on there.
There's a lot of butter.
I got the unbuttered part then.
Dude, I got the entire, I got half a pound of this. All right, go on, keep going.
Where are we at? Number 3. Okay, number 3. I'm old school, right? I grew up with my grandparents and spent a lot of time with them, so I like to watch the stuff that they liked. And back then, there was a show called Match Game. I think we're all familiar with it.
Oh, baby.
Gene Rayburn with his long, skinny mic.
Slide it, Earl.
All the double entendres that they talk about, right? And I was little, I'd watch it on repeat, and I knew that the jokes were probably dirty the way everybody laughed, but I couldn't figure it out. Because I was a kid, and they had great guests. Great people like Charles Nelson Riley and Richard Dawson and Brett Summers and Betty White.
I got to jump in here. 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom.
Yes.
Top one, first one was always, it could have been like a grab bag.
Yeah, Gary Bergdorf sometime.
Actually, it was Tom Bosley quite a bit. He was on there.
He was on there
he was on there quite a bit. Or middle one was Brett Summers.
Charles
Nelson Riley smoking his pipe.
On
the bottom, it was pretty much omnibus. It could have been
Omnibus.
anybody
Could
at
have
any
been
time.
anyone, yeah.
And then middle was Richard Dawson, and then Fannie Flagg
Then
would
Betty
be there.
White.
Betty White.
Yep.
Russ, of
Yeah.
course.
And then they had some cool music that they go to, and their questions, like I said, they're always a little bit dirty. But when you're young, you don't know what these things mean.
My bad. It wasn't Tom Bosley. It was the actor who played Bosley from Charlie's Angels.
Okay.
Just need to throw that in there. What else? I don't mean to interrupt your flow, but you're talking game shows. I'm going to have to jump in.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Sorry.
You know, we're all encompassing here. But it was like, Rich, you know, these guys might not know. It was like Happy Hour come to life on TV.
Yes.
And it just seemed like they had so much fun with the dumb Donald and the dumb Doors jokes.
Yes.
And, you know, like I said, I didn't get all of it, but I knew it was funny. And I knew Match Game was pretty cool. So
Top 2.
I'm putting Match Game there. Now, number 2.
David Doyle played Bosley.
Thank you,
David
sir.
Doyle, okay.
He was there quite a bit.
Number 2, I'm going to go back again. This was one of my all-time favorites, hosted by a guy named Chuck Barris. It's The Gong Show.
The Gong Show.
Who remembers the Gong? First of all, the most frenetic energy of any host I ever saw. If you don't know The Gong Show, it was kind of like America's Got Talent, minus all the talent. Okay. And they had celebrity guests and a big gong behind them, and people would come out and they'd show their talent, but they didn't really have a lot, and so they get gonged a lot. But it gave us such characters as Chuck Barris, like I said. Remember Gene, the dancing machine? He just come out and just dance to the Cab Calloway song. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
They had a comic, Chris Brockman, who no one knew who he was.
The unknown
and he wore
comic.
a paper bag on his head. Who is he? I don't know. He's unknown. He's the unknown comic. I mean, come on. The Gong Show was so much fun back then, man. Also, Pee Wee Herman got his start on the Gong Show. I'm sure you probably didn't know that, did
not
you?
know that.
Gong Show coming in at number 2 and number 1. You know, we've pretty much already given away
That's
the
it.
number 1. It's anniversaries tomorrow.
I'm eating popcorn.
It's the reason that even though I'm not sitting here with 2 electric bikes and a car and a trip to Florida,
You didn't
and
take
a
the middle
telescope,
cable.
Davidson's.
but I did get a ping pong table that's way too big for the crib, and I did get this Orville Reiter popcorn popper. Price is Right's going at number 1. You know, I used to watch Price is
man.
Right growing up with my grandma all the time.
Yeah.
That was our thing.
Same.
So my grandma passed away in 2006. I luckily got to spend some time with her, and we were watching Price is Right, and I said, hey, Grandma, when I go back to California, I'm going on Price is Right. And my grandma, who knew me pretty well, you know, she's my grandma, she just looked at me and laughed, and she said, boy, don't go on there acting a fool. Well, Grandma, I'm sorry. I finally made it on there.
Wow.
And I acted a fool. And that's why all I've got is this popcorn. But I like popcorn. It's delicious.
TJ's.
Delicious.
Well
and that's
done.
TJ's top 5. My top 5
TJ's
favorite game
big ass
shows.
crap.
All right,
bad.
I'm going to chime in with my answers.
I say I have a quick 5
Oh,
too.
go ahead. Give me your 5.
So I growing up, I always wanted to go on Supermarket Sweep.
Oh boy,
I absolutely
my
love
kids
that
love
show.
loved the
Loved the Supermarket Sweep.
Leslie Jones reboot of it.
Family Feud, huge growing up. Used to watch it with my grandmother as well. I got the duo from Nickelodeon, Guts and Double Dare.
Okay.
Shout out Mark Summers and Mike O'Malley. Press Your Luck. I loved Press Your Luck.
No whammies.
Price is Right in Hollywood Squares.
All right, here we go. Number 5 on my list is Pyramid, the $100,000 Pyramid.
If I had 10, it would have been on there.
But you had 5, so that's the whole thing. I had to cut it down to 5. Pyramid. I did put Press Your Luck on there. The no whammies.
no
Peter
big
Tamarkin, no
buck.
big bucks,
money,
no whammies.
no whammies.
And
Stop.
then just seeing people press your luck, and then the whammies would come in with the cartoon version, not
dance.
Yeah, the cartoon version. Both of you left the wheel off. How do you leave Wheel of Fortune off?
I thought it was pretty obvious. So I just wanted to.
It's not obvious.
Well-
The number 1 was obvious, and you put the number 1 on as
Wheel,
well.
yeah.
If I
feel
put
you.
Will on, I can't put the Gong Show on, Rich. And I wanted to put the Gong Show on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, my kids, we loved also in the house the Will Arnett reboot with Mike Myers playing the fake Brit version of the Gong Show. We loved that in
That
our
was good
household.
stuff.
Jeopardy is number 2, but you can't call. I call that's a quiz show. It's not a game show. Right. I mean,
Yeah, you could break these down into game
and
shows.
if you feel
quiz shows.
stupid watching it, that's on you, TJ. That's a you problem. That's a YP. And then, of course, The Price, where I used to watch that every day in college, where I knew if Bob Barker, somebody had a contestant's row and he didn't leave his spot, he was about to move to his left and say, that's a brand new car. Like I knew where his marks on the floor, what it meant in terms of what he was about to give away. Hole in one. Or two. Exactly. But you got to put the wheel on there too, man. Come on.
Hey, that's why it's TJ's top 5, Rich.
I understand.
You know, that's why it's TJ's top 5.
I understand.
But this popcorn's delicious.
The Feud and Match Game were terrific too. And of course, how that wasn't the photograph for The Price is Right, I don't understand.
like,
I know it's a nice
not-
picture of Drew Carey, but hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.